Okay, so how are we going? Is this all making sense? And carry on with yeah, where we got to. So yeah, as I was saying, we come into this other story, this preferred story, at this conceptual landscape. This part of the story that, again, has had a number of names over the years, that this part of the story started out as landscape of consciousness, the term that Michael took again from literary theory. And he wasn't all that keen on that term because it could get confused with the unconscious and the conscious. And so he always ran it together with the landscape of consciousness or meaning. The term landscape of identity actually came later than that. And I think these are absolutely interchangeable. We're talking about the same thing. And again, it's like, yeah, you know, that landscape of, that idea of identity, landscape of identity, came with some of that rendering of the preferred story. You know, that this was about a person's sense of self. We're not talking about like stories per se. We are, but we're talking about them in individual people, in actual people or communities. So this is a person's identity, their sense of self. And that, you know, that Michael, and we can think of it, I find it helpful to think of it as the themes of the preferred story, just to have that idea. This is what this person is about. You know, this is what this person is about. This sense of aboutness. This is what matters to me. This is what I'm about in life. This is what I give value to. This is what I hold as important. I'm about having these particular hopes and dreams. It's the themes of the story. So to think of those themes, those identity categories, as Michael talked about, you know, that's all in this part of the story, in this landscape, and we can make, just for the purposes of getting a richer account, make this distinction between this conceptual landscape of identity, of all the like intentions and purposes that a person has, beliefs that they give value to, the hopes and dreams, these familiar principles and commitments, and many other ways of you know, these are just you know, a selection of the categories of what it is that we're asking about when we ask you know, ask what the themes of this person's preferred story are about. You know, what is it that you want? What is it you're hoping for? What is it that matters? What is it that's precious? What is it that you're aspiring to? What is it that you're standing for? What are your guiding principles? Yeah, to think of all of those, you know, as the themes of the story.